All right, guys, it's Sunday. We went racing. We pretty much only raced yesterday. We woke up this morning at the track. I wasn't quite feeling it, and by that I mean they were running more classes today. So the day was going to be longer, and after last weekend's debacle, I was kind of beat up too, but Saturday was a really good day. My family came out. They'd never been out to the track. You know, in the 10 years of messing around, going out, doing test and tunes, little bracket racing here or there, they never came out. And this year I kind of got serious about running Sportsman, and we only missed 2 races and we were running the whole program. And yesterday, this weekend was the BOP weekend at our local track. So my buddy Eric came out with his 72 Cutlass. If you guys go way back, you turn on the Wayback Machine. I built his engine. I also built his transmission, and I told him the car should be good for 14s. Well, he finally got his 14-second time slip, which was really exciting. His family also came out. That was cool. It was a really fun day Saturday. We went out first round, but it was a good race. I wasn't disappointed with the loss. Like, there is losses where you're like beat yourself up. I was a little late on the tree, and ultimately that's what did me in. I ran an 1195 on an 1192 dial, and the guy in the other lane, which is a good hard racer, he ran a 1057 on a 1050 dial, but he had a 50 thousandths light to my 102,000, a tenth and whatever, 102 thousandths, whatever, however you want to. It was a .050 his, mine was .102, and that's what did me in. The margin of victory was .0232. That was the margin of victory for him. So it was. Had I caught a better light, I probably would have had him. And really, we made 5 runs altogether yesterday. We made 1 this morning. I was home by 1 today, which was great because it was brutal. I think at one point the air density was about almost 3,000. Humidity was like 65%, and it was like mid-80s. So it was like not. I wasn't expecting much out of the car. We were running, I think, like an 1195, 1194, and then as the weather got worse and the car kind of really got soaked up, it was like 12.0, So it was really, the car did its thing. It ran like good. If you knock down that DA down to like 900 and 60-degree weather, a car would do like 1180s, 1160s, which we've seen in the past at the Grove in the fall and at Byron. So really, we had a good weekend. Kind of a laid-back event. I wanted to brush up on my driving, and what did it for me this morning was, I went up there, I lined up, I staged the car, did my burnout. I found I can feel the way the car loads up, and by the RPM where I'm at a good point, and I went 062 green, which isn't the greatest, but it's better. So we're going in the right direction. So like my focus this weekend was to go out, race, but finesse my driving. And I think next spring is going to be my opportunity to go out and do some test and tune runs, but really, really focus on the launch. Like, I'm not going to worry about running the car balls out. I'm going to slow everything way down on the car. I'll probably shift at 5,000 and just run it out the back. But I really need to work on the tree because the car works really, really good. Like, the car is very predictable. The problem is me, which again, that's bracket racing, especially in the Sportsman class where you can't use a trans brake, you can't use any of that. I might add, on that run where I was paired up against that Olds, he had a trans brake. I was on the foot brake. And I did catch an 017 light on the run before and just what happened was we were both bumping in, and I thought he was all staged in, and I was starting to preload the car up a little bit, and then I realized he wasn't there yet, so I wasn't going to sit there and burn myself out, and I didn't get enough time to really get the RPMs up. So the sweet spot is around 2,300 RPM, 2,200 RPM is the sweet spot for my car to launch, and I can catch a good light if I leave on a delayed yellow. So what that means is that when that yellow light, that last yellow, comes on before the green, I have to leave on that after it's fully on. Most guys want to anticipate it and leave like right as it's coming on, but that's also kind of wrong. A lot of people tell you want to leave on the last yellow, but if you anticipate it too soon, you got to take into consideration the momentum of the car, the way that it leaves, how reactive it is. My car is really slow to react if I don't bring up the RPM, because I got a bunch of suspension travel. I got a bunch of converter in it, and like the purpose of the converter is you want some stall speed to get it up there, but also if you leave too low on the converter, your engine's just going to take that much longer to flash out the converter. Well, at least in theory, my thinking. But either way, it was a good weekend. Had fun. We have one more points race, and hopefully it goes good. I mean, last time we went 2 rounds and we had to call it a day because we ran out of daylight. Could I have gone another round? I don't know, but we had a good race last time. We got paid out. So hopefully the last race of the year is good, and then next year we do a full season. At this point, I have decided to not change anything on my car besides fix my fucking wicking intake gaskets and replace them yet again. I got a better set of gaskets either way. I got these SCEs up here that are much better material. So I plan on doing that, and that's pretty much it. I want to just run the car, hopefully one more year successfully. And either way, the engine's still going to get done, and we're going to have a backup transmission. So if anything goes wrong next year, we will not struggle. We have something contingent here and here, and I plan on saving up money over the winter to either A, have a killer 8.5 built, or B, finally go to an S60 if the money allows. So if I go to the S60, that is a big commitment. It's not cheap, but I don't think with what I'm doing I could ever hurt that differential. So I think it's the way to go for what I want to do. And the way that I'm setting myself up, like I mentioned to you guys in the past, is like I'm kind of done constantly tinkering because I've been doing it the last 15 years of my life. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot. I've done a lot, and I'm still going to do stuff, but I just can't do it like I used to. And I think I finally settled into a point with my car that I'm really enjoying, and I really had fun running Sportsman. So on that note, I'll let you guys go. I'm going to put in racing videos, some time slip pictures in there, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are still steadily following along. I know things tapered off this year, but we still got the engine to go. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be fun. I'm going to go into detail with that, and we're going to build it up. And yeah, so we got one more race, and then after that, hopefully sometime, the next 3 weeks are going to be pretty laid back, but slightly busy, so I really can't put a lot of attention on this, probably not till like October. And even then I got house projects. So, on that note, thank you for following. Give the video a like, share, like, subscribe. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Copper Cutlass, I got a bunch of pictures of everything I do on there. I can only capture so much as I do this alone, and I'm kind of not really half-assing it, but I can't put the time and effort that some of these other YouTubers do. But at least I'm an old dude who does it right. So either way, see you.